War doesn't start with the first shot. It begins in the silence before it.
And when it comes, it consumes everything in its path.
They called him the Commander, a man leading men through hellfire.
No glory, no victory!
This winter, the story of command, courage, and consequence begins. Morning came to Philly, but peace did not.
The desert speaks in whispers, and every whisper could mean death.
Fire, chaos, and confusion, the language of survival.
In this silence, every breath is a target.
They fought not for victory, Casey, but for another minute of life. The ground remembers every drop. Hope comes on wings, and sometimes so does death. Trust no sky, not even your own.
1,000 steps between life and silence.
Night would hide them now, but not forever.
The canyon was a throat, swallowing sound, light, and hope.
One careless step, and the earth would remember them forever.
Sometimes the enemy waits in silence. Sometimes the silence is the enemy.
Death came from the rocks, unseen, unending. In the storm of bullets, command meant courage, not control.
They climbed toward death route or salvation.
Gravity became the final judge. Every step left a mark. Every mark told a story. They could see the end, but reaching it would mean walking through the dark. They went down into the earth, where the echoes of old wars still whispered. Stone remembered what men forgot. Every empire leaves scars. They found not ruins, but a silence that felt engineered. Something lived in the dark, patient and watching.
They had uncovered a battlefield, buried by time.
The dead do not rest. Yalon, they wait. Ghosts of technology. A war older than memory.
They were no longer alone. They were no longer alone. They were no longer alone. Reactor. Some wars never end. They just move underground. The storm was coming, guide. But not from the sky, but not the sigh.
Every sound in the dark became a signal sound. Every echo, a memory of something buried alive. They stepped into the heart of forgotten power. A machine that once fed a nation, now whispering in decay.
Something beneath them still lived. Something mechanical, awake after decades of silence.
They were not explorers anymore. They were trespassers in a sleeping god's tomb.
Radiation climbed like a phantom, unseen but felt in the marrow.
Requesting immediate extraction. We have a man down.
The reactor wanted silence lay and punished their intrusion with invisible fire.
Power once meant progress. Now it meant annihilation.
They ran not from enemies, but from the past awakening beneath their feet. They escaped the chamber in, but the war below had only just begun.
The storm became the battlefield. Slave. A blind war between sound and survival.
Echo Sierra, this is Warlord 6. We are heavily engaged. Repeat, heavily engaged. Requesting urgent extraction. Over.
The storm hid both Hunter and hunted SAS. Chaos became their only cover.
Each shet vanished into the roar. Sight and sound dissolved in the storm's fury.
Tactics meant trust. Each step measured against the unseen. The storm took sound first, then direction, then names. The storm was lifting, revealing shapes that didn't belong to rescue.
Survival meant motion. Stillness meant death.
They escaped the storm, but the war followed.
Out of one chaos, they rolled into another, a canyon of ghosts.
The canyon whispered of a battle long lost to Zane, but not yet over.
They had been here before in a sea. Or maybe they never left.
Every shadow carried a heartbeat, every silence a trap.
Light swallowed the world. Then came the silence.
Pain was proof they were still alive.
Above them, machines watched, but men still fought the old way.
Extraction now. Regroup on the wreckage.
The storm had ended, but the war was far from done.
The echoes of battle clung to the air Clunrit, long after the bullets stopped.
In war, grief finds no ceremony, only breath and forward motion.
Command was listening, but not close enough to feel the dirt.
Salvation came with the sound of wind and thunder.
Every step toward rescue was a fight through smoke and memory.
Hope roared above them, louder than the storm.
Luck, or something that felt like it, brushed past them.
30 seconds to lift.
30 seconds was an eternity carved in adrenaline.
The canyon fell silent once more in the real, keeping its dead and its stories. They left the ground behind, but not the weight of what it had taken.
In the air, every heartbeat was borrowed time.
War never stops chasing prey, even above its ruins.
Base Falcon, this is Eagle 1, incoming hot!
Between the sky and the earth, they searched for a voice to answer. Home, for now, Tennessee, drawn in lines of light and fear.
Touchdown was never gentle. It was survival landing on broken ground.
Not every war ends when the shooting stops.
Some stains never leave. They just learn to hide beneath the surface.
Tomorrow would come, and with it, another fight. When the noise fades, war hums softly in the mind. Every silence breeds another mission. He led warriors' time, not numbers. The war whispered again, never sleeping. They prepared not for glory of tank, but for return.
Leaving safety is easier than leaving ghosts.
Every horizon promised both danger and destination.
Even victories rust in the sand.
Echo point engaged. Repeat, engaged.
Peace was never promised this far from home.
And so the desert spoke again, in fire. War doesn't announce itself. It arrives in dust and fire.
Survival was a command, not a choice!
He moved like instinct, a heartbeat guiding chaos.
Sound became memory, the mind surviving what the body couldn't. Where vision failed, faith led.
Shifting the grid coordinates 459er. Momentum, the only language the battlefield understood.
Heaven itself joined the noise.
Victory and loss. Two words written in the same sand.
Victory and loss. Two words written in the same sand. The desert keeps its secrets, Mullen, and its ghosts.